right, so I am gonna do it real quick. So this is 7NN. I'm gonna put it in a bowl. Now look at, I have this big one, so it'll be super easy for me somewhere. All right, and then I'm gonna use this bowl because I need a big enough bowl, the whole thing, to be able to use this nice big brush. And it'll be easy, just, and then I'm gonna use the back. I'll move it over, use the back, move it over, okay? So I was deciding, am I gonna use 10 volume or 20 volume? So because it's a 7NN and I still want it to be a little lighter, I'm gonna use 20. I was gonna use 10, but I changed my mind at the last minute because I just thought, I just want a little bit extra lightness. So I'm just gonna kind of like pour it in. Otherwise you use equal parts. You can actually, because I don't have like a measuring thing, but because I do it all day long, I just know how to measure it. You could also fill this up to exact same amount, so it's exactly the same. And then just mix it around. Now normally I put it in a bowl, so, and I'm gonna be doing the top of my hair and maybe the sides, like right here, but I'm not doing the back where the extensions are. And I wanna just get a towel around me. Okay, now we're good. Okay, you good? This is what it's gonna look like. You have to be very thoughtful and careful too, touching your blonde. So you don't really want to touch that blonde. So I'm just gonna like come down where my part is, separate that hair, separate, okay, see? And now you're just gonna touch it. And then I'm just gonna like take that, move that over, touch the lightener, the color, and it's only gonna be on for 5 minutes. Okay, this bumps my base. It's just really easy when you have a big brush too. Thin sections to make sure you're getting each piece of hair. Learn to love your hair. Say nice things to your hair. Just say, my hair always takes so nicely, so evenly, and so perfect. To have nice, thick, strong. You follow my tips and tricks, you will have strong, healthier hair, because you're gonna learn about hair, like what it does and how to make it better. All right, I am gonna get the extension in there. I don't know the extension, I didn't feel it yet, but here it is. Okay, that's my extension. So I'm gonna go below it. I'm gonna lift that extension up and then go there. Oh, there's another one right here. I'm gonna touch that. And if you're afraid, let's just say you want it lighter. So I do one of my customers, she likes it the lightest that it could possibly go. And we use a number 12. With 40 or 50, sometimes she even likes 50 volume, you know, but I don't like that. It's way too brassy for me, but she loves it and she knows what she loves because I've been doing her hair for years and years and years. All right, now we have to go to the other side. Make sure your gloves are clean at all times. If not, you better stop and clean those gloves. But you really have to try, or put on new gloves, because you really need to do this pretty fast. You can't like go slow because it's only 5 minutes that you're leaving it on. And I'm just basically touching that bowl, you know, just touch it because I feel it all on there too. Just make sure, I just want to make sure I really got in between there too. Just slowly come down and just be patient. Say nice things to yourself and thank God for the wisdom to be able to do your own hair, that you're having courage and strength to do it yourself. And listen, you know, if you have the money, just go get it done. But not everybody does. So this is just to help the people that don't and can't afford to go to a professional, to just do it yourself. Save money. Everybody wants to save money. Or you go even in between. You know, you break your base yourself and then let them do the highlights. That's what I do because I can't do highlights on myself. It's a pain in the butt. Forget it. When people do their highlights, the only way I would be able to do them would probably be in a cap. But I'm not using a cap on my head. No way. My daughter is so funny. She's like, Mom, you know you own a salon, right? I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, yeah, you know, but I'm busy just like everybody else. So sometimes it's not always easy because when I'm at work, I'm working hard. I'm booked for almost 3 months in advance now. So if you need an appointment, you better make sure you make one. People get mad because they, you know, I only work 3 days. So, you know, you got to get your appointment in there so that you can get your hair done. And really, I'm going to stop doing highlights and I'm just going to do color and cuts, because I'm such a good hair cutter. I mean, listen, I do great at color too, but I really just want to do haircuts and color. I don't want to do highlight anymore. So I know it's going to be hard for some people because they love me doing their color, but I have to make that decision. And all my girls are really pretty good at hair too, haircuts. You know, it's not a 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐿 cut, but it's very close. And they know how to layer. I think that's the most important thing. Sometimes the texture, you know, it takes time to develop in somebody's hair to learn like how much they need or not. So I always say you give them 3 chances to learn your hair, and then you'll get a better haircut. With anybody, really, you need to give them a try as long as they have evaluated experience, right? That means if they did your hair the first time, and when you come back and you're like, you know, I wish I would have did this, or maybe I need a little more over here, or you work together as a team. It really works. But if you just expect everybody to be a genie, there's no such thing, you know? You just don't know people's hair just because you know hair. There's millions and trillions of different hair out there, right? All right, so the last thing I have to do is my back. And I'm just gonna do the crown area in the back. Now you just think about use your imagination to think, where did you leave off? So it's okay, I'm just gonna go here. I'm feeling it. And I'm taking much thinner steps, like, you know, just like I would the ladder section, right? Or steps, you could call it steps or ladder, a staircase. And now it's number 3. Take number 4, do that root. And then I'm gonna be setting my timer. See, a bottle is so much quicker and faster. I definitely love a bottle better. I just didn't have a bottle. And I forgot to get one when I went to the store. Okay, now I'm getting down to my extensions. I don't really want to do them. So this is my last one. 5 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, let's see. All right, hold on. Let me get my brush. Okay. Yeah, look how nice that is. Beautiful. It just softened everything. Now I'm gonna put some of this in. And that shampoo and conditioner was pretty good. So Sally's Beauty Supply is where I got it. And also the color, everything that I did today, I got at Sally's Beauty Supply. So this way you guys could afford it. If you need to do it yourself sometimes. Okay, and we did our little trim. And I know that I tried to keep this all one video, so I don't think it's gonna, I'll have this separate, the break the base, but you can watch the one where I cut my own hair in the ladder pattern. And it's really to do your crown, just to make your top. Now I'm gonna not do my hair with a ton of body in there, so that's good. I'm just gonna leave that peach balance in there, and then you can see what it looks like. And I'm just gonna do a rough dry. Flip my head upside down, dry at 95%, but I don't wanna have to waste your time, so I'm gonna put you on pause. All right, so this is my rough dry. Oh my gosh, look at how funny that is, right? But listen, I don't have product in there. So it really makes a difference having product, because now it's a little bit more flyaway. But I love the volume. I like the length that it is right there. I'm glad about the haircut, and I love the color. It's gonna be really pretty. My extensions are heavier. All right, so now to make my life easier, I am gonna use this because I dried my hair, but I just want it straight and smooth. I don't want a lot of curls in there, but otherwise I most of the time do my hair all curly. Okay, now what is the name of it? Here it is, Amica. So I just wanted to quickly share with you everything I did. I just want to show you close up. Okay, so remember, it takes the pepper color out, but it leaves the gray. Okay, so but the gray looks blonde. So that's why I love just breaking my base sometimes. If I have a lot of gray, then sometimes I'll do like a color for like 20-30 minutes, but most of the time I don't. And if I do a color, I do a direct demi-permanent, which is color touch, which I love color touch. but I didn't have it because I went to Sally's, so I wanted to show you how to have things that are affordable. I love that it's pH balance. It adds shine, softness. See pH right there, okay, and pH on that one. And then this is the spray. Okay, pH. So that I didn't use any product, but I'm going to tell you, my hair won't last as long without products. I normally do, but I didn't have any with me. I have some stuff in my sink, but I thought, let me just show you what it looks like with no products in it and just that pH balance stuff. I could, if I wanted more volume, to use a smaller brush, but this was easy. And what did I do on my root? I did a 7-7. Normally I would do 10, but I did 20 because I wanted to have a little extra lift. And you could use any peroxide. Peroxide is peroxide. You could always water everything down. Let's just say you had 30. Just add water to it, like to make it go down to 10 or to 20. Yeah, it's really cool when you learn about this stuff and how you can improvise, right? It's kind of like baking a cake. Did you know you could put a pack of pudding in a cake mix? So if you get white vanilla cake or just white cake, and you take a pack of pistachio pudding, like don't add milk with it, just the packet, put it in, do all the same ingredients that you would for a white cake, and then you're just gonna put a pack in there with it. See, like you can, if you know the rules, you can actually break the rules. So the same thing applies with color. When you learn things, you can use 10, you could use 20, you could use different things for different reasons and different times that your hair needs something. It might not need 20 volume all the time. You know, if I just had a tiny bit of root, I could have did a 10 volume easy, right? Because I would just had to shift it just a little bit. But I wanted a little extra because I had a little bit more root. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm Coach Kimmy. I love to teach you tips and tricks about hair, about color, about layers, texture, all that good stuff. And I hope that you know that you're a winner, you've always been a winner, and you'll always be a winner. And God makes marvelously and wonderfully things, wonderfully good things. So remind yourself that you're wonderfully and marvelously made, that you have a great purpose and a calling for your life. And I just want you to know that. So I hope that you have a blessed day. I love to see you soon, and thank you for watching.